Welcome to the history of Japan. From ancient times to the present day, Japanese history has been adorned with rich culture and diverse epochs of change. 260-year Edo period under Tokugawa shogunate, followed by the modernization of the Meiji Restoration and the Showa era, marked by war, reconstruction, rapid growth, and the bubble economy. Let's delve into each era and explore the history of Japan. Japan began approximately 2,700 years ago. It is a unique nation that has maintained an imperial system, starting with Emperor Jimmu, who was considered the first emperor, and continuing the royal lineage. These stories, such as how Japan began, are recorded in the Nihon Shoki, the Chronicles of Japan, which is considered Japan's oldest official history, completed in 720 AD. It contains the genealogy of the imperial family and myths dating back to the mythological age. When visiting Japan, two must-visit places are Izumo Taisho, where Okini Nushi no Okami, said to have created the nation of Japan, is enshrined, and Ise Grand Shrine, dedicated to Amaterasu o Mikami, said to be the ancestor deity of the emperor. In 710, capital established in Nara. In Nara period, Buddhism flourished, art, literature, and centralized government thrived. Therefore, Nara boasts many attractions such as Todaiji Temple, famous for its great Buddha statue, as well as the 5-story pagoda and various temples. The Heian period, approximately 1,200 years ago, the capital established in Heiankyo, present-day in Kyoto, fostering a flourishing cultural era. It gave birth to aristocratic culture and literary masterpieces like The Tale of the Bamboo Cutter and The Tale of Genji, laying the groundwork for Japan's traditional culture. It was also during this time that hiragana emerged. In Kyoto, you can experience the essence of this era through places like the Heian Shrine and the UNESCO World Heritage Site, Byodo Temple. In the late Heian period, the Taira clan, a renowned warrior group, emerged. They deepened their conflict with the Genji clan, entering the stage of history in the Genpei War. However, in the Battle of Dan-no-Ura, the Minamoto clan emerged victorious over the Taira clan, leading to the downfall of the Taira. Subsequently, the Kamakura period followed, marking the beginning of governance by a full-fledged warrior regime. In the late Kamakura period, internal strife within the Hojo clan, who had inherited the shogunate for generations, intensified, leading to the evident weakening of the shogunate. Subsequently, power struggles among warrior clans escalated, marking the transition to the Warring States period, during which regional warlords began to expand their influence. Here are introductions to 3 famous and popular samurai lords. Oda Nobunaga is one of the most important samurai lord in Japanese history. Nobunaga founded the Oda clan and unified the Chubu region during the chaotic Warring States period. He achieved victory in numerous battles, known for his ambitious actions and innovative tactics. Nobunaga also implemented political reforms such as promoting culture and developing castle towns, and actively engaged in trade with Portugal. He was assassinated at Horn-no-ji by his retainer, Akechi Mitsuhide, in 1582. Next samurai lord is Toyotomi Hideyoshi. Hideyoshi was a vassal of Oda Nobunaga, and after Nobunaga's death, he went through many battles to unify Japan. He worked tirelessly for the development of politics, economy, and culture as a ruler, taking measures such as disarming peasants to prevent uprisings and clearly defining the status of warriors and farmers to stabilize society from the turbulent times of the Warring States period. Additionally, he conducted the Korean campaign and constructed Osaka Castle. Tokugawa Ieyasu was the first shogun of the Tokugawa shogunate. Following his victory in the pivotal Battle of Sekigahara in 1600, he was appointed as the shogun by the imperial court, establishing the Edo shogunate and fostering stable shogunate rule for approximately 260 years. He centralized the government, strengthened diplomatic policies, and laid the foundation of the shogunate. Ieyasu also promoted culture and social stability, contributing to the establishment of the foundation of the Edo period. The Edo period, during which the Edo shogunate governed the country for 260 years, was a time of stabilized social order, with distinct hierarchies among samurai, farmers, and merchants. Additionally, this era witnessed a policy of national isolation, limiting Japan's interaction with foreign countries. Amidst this, Japan's unique culture flourished. The Edo period saw the emergence of ukiyo-shi novels and kabuki theater, and prominent artists such as Hiroshi Ge and Hokusai gained fame through ukiyo-e prints. It was also during this era that the style of sushi we know today as Edomaru sushi became prominent. In the late Edo period, in 1853, with events such as the arrival of Commodore Perry of the United States, external pressure increased. Consequently, the decline of the shogunate and the movement towards a new modernization began. This era marked the active involvement of figures like Sakamoto Ryomar and Saiko Takamori. A significant event was the Taisei Hoken, in which Tokugawa Yoshinobu, the 15th shogun of the Tokugawa shogunate, returned political power to the imperial court. As a result, the Meiji government was established. Various reforms were implemented in politics, culture, transportation, education, and other areas as part of the Meiji Restoration. Consequently, the feudal system was abolished, and the modernization of the country was promoted. The movie The Last Samurai depicts the beginning of the Meiji era, focusing on the Shizoku-class individuals who lost their samurai status under the new system, as well as the Meiji government. The government raised the slogan, "Rich country, strong military," to counter the Western powers with superior military and economic strength, aiming for the development of industries and the strengthening of military power. Subsequently, in response to changes in the Asian situation, Japan achieved victory in the First Sino-Japanese War in 1894 and the Russo-Japanese War in 1904. The Taisho era was a period of cultural and political transformation in Japan. Democracy and Western culture permeated society, fostering urban vibrancy. However, post-World War I global instability led to economic recession and social unrest. Creative endeavors thrived in literature and the arts, nurturing Japan's modern culture. Notably, Inezo Nitobe, renowned for Bushido, served as Undersecretary General of the United Nations during this era. The emperor with the longest reign was Emperor Showa, 124th emperor, with a reign of 62 years. Showa era, marked by war, reconstruction, rapid growth, and the bubble economy. On the economic front, Japan faced the Showa financial crisis in 1927 following the Great Kanto earthquake of 1923 and the Great Depression in 1929, causing significant setbacks. Politically, from 1930 onward, numerous military activities and conflicts contrary to the government's intentions occurred, leading to successive military coups and the demise of party politics. Subsequently, Japan entered the Second Sino-Japanese War, which began in 1937, and participated in the Pacific War during the Second World War from 1939 to 1945, experiencing widespread destruction and hardship. In 1945, atomic bombs were dropped on Hiroshima on August 6 and Nagasaki on August 9, leading to the surrender on August 15. During the post-war Reconstruction period, Japan endeavored towards rebuilding and economic development. Culturally, American influence intensified, leading to widespread acceptance of Western music and films. Around 1965 to 1975, the proliferation of household appliances began, with televisions, fridge, and washing machines becoming increasingly common in ordinary households. From around 1975 to 1985, the rapid development of the automobile industry and electronic technology bolstered Japan's economic growth. Around 1985 to 1989, significant advancements in computer and communication technologies enhanced the competitiveness of Japanese technology firms in the global market. Thus, this era was characterized by rapid economic growth and soaring asset prices. Specifically, Japan entered a bubble period from the late 1980s to the early 1990s. In the early 1990s, Japan's bubble economy collapsed due to excessive investment and a sharp decline in real estate prices. The Nikkei stock average peaked at nearly 40,000 yen at the end of 1989, but dropped to nearly 20,000 yen by September 1990, having its value from the peak and triggering a major crash. This period corresponds to the late Showa era to the early Heisei era. The Heisei era lasted from January 8, 1989 to April 30, 2019. Following the bubble's collapse, Japan endured a prolonged period of economic stagnation known as the Lost Three Decades. Stagnant growth and issues like non-performing loans and financial institutions became serious challenges. Despite various policies and reforms by the government and corporations, Japan's post-bubble economy took considerable time to recover. At the same time, people's values changed, shifting from the energetic work and lifestyle of the Showa era to a period seeking stability and tranquility. On May 1, 2019, Emperor Naruhito ascended to the throne as the 126th emperor, marking the beginning of the Reiwa era. In this new era, we already face challenges such as the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic that began in 2020, an elderly society, and population decline. Japan's history has profoundly influenced contemporary Japanese society and culture through its rich traditions and transformations. People will continue to forge ahead into new eras while carrying on inherited legacies and customs. Thank you for watching the history of Japan. Be sure to hit subscribe and like button for the latest episode.